an advert was issued out on the 15th November. We would like to thank Ms. Sako for serving people of Matatiele and wishing her well on the journey that she has taken. Program Director for a long time of Matatiele here has been an outcry about the long queues at the Department of Home Affairs offices, which are currently located at the Magistrate Building on R56. This has caused a serious backlog in the provision of crucial services to the communities of Matatiele. Some of the contributing factors for these bottlenecks is the lack of sufficient staff, lack of office space, and the lack of fully functioning immigration office. We are pleased that during the term of council, the headache of seeing our grandmothers and our grandfathers waiting in the long queues for long hours will finally be the thing of the past. As the construction of new offices for Home Affairs Department is currently underway at the old ESCOM building opposite as Hardway. The land was donated by the municipality to assist the department in ensuring that there is enough space and the services are rendered effectively and efficiently. This goes to show that many obstacles and boundaries can be crossed when government together with its communities working in crafting a better society for all. I have been confidently informed that the new Home Affairs offices could be ready for functional by March 2024, even before. We would like to thank people of Matatiele who have beared with us during this difficult transition period. We thank the national and the provincial government of the massive investment we are witnessing in Matatiele. R56 construction between Matatiele and New Amalfi is in full swing. This multi-billion rand investment in our economy is changing lives of our people. SMMEs are participating in packages that will boost their profiles. More than 500 opportunities will be created, including critical skills transfer. Furthermore, we thank the Department of Transport for extending the scope of work and prioritize the road linking Matatiele and Maluti. Yes, this will be a temporary solution when Central is in the process of appointing a permanent contractor. Ngenene singurhulumente okhathalayo kwaye asiphelelanga apho koko siyaphambili siqhubeka phambili ukwenza iinkonzo zabantu ziphumelele. Abantu baseMatatiele namhlanje bayangqina abakubonayo emva kokuba siye saphuma iphulo lokunikezela iikontraktha zasemhlolwaneni izindlu eziyi-898, eMaluti izindlu eziyi-200, eBote izindlu eziyi-40, eziyi-200 houses, Mafube 260. Sizawufika kube kudala nakwezinye iiprojekthi njengoko senzile ukunikezela ezinye. Siyayazi ukuba baninzi abantu abadinga izindlu, kodwa sithi asilibalanga kwaye asikakagqibi. Program Director, as well, they have made a commitment to the Primera Reviso held in 118 and as the adopted IDP. We will continue as we have started with the delivery of the following projects. Polile, 4 kilometers at 150, Belfort, 2.6 kilometers at 180, Moretti in 124, the contractor has been handed over last week, including Mafu and Osana Access Road, Bridge 8 kilometers, 1.8, Mneva Matias Access Road, and the bridge 9.1 kilometers at 1.5. Sizawufika nakwezinye indlela Shepherd's Hope 9 kilometers at 116, Springana 3.7 kilometers at 111, Sekhutlong 5 kilometers at 123, Mkhwabo 3.6 kilometers at 118, Pamlaville Ngini 6 kilometers at 117. Siyaqhuba nge-landfill site Mount Chifwili 2 kilometers at 120, the Kalong access road 15.6 140, Mavundleni 6 kilometers at 1.5, and Black Diamond 7 kilometers at 1.26, which are under construction, including Tsepiso 7 kilometers at 1.3. Khotlong 1 kilometer at 1.3, Maluba 2 kilometers at 1.3, Erikwala Internal Street 4.5 kilometers 1.20, rehabilitation of Matatiele Internal Street 6.7 kilometers 119. We are busy with designs on the following roads: Cedarville Internal Streets, 4 Maloti Internal Streets, Phase 5, the Halong via Makema, Outspend Access Road, and the Marseille Access Road, Nebriti Accord. We will soon appoint a contractor for the Masupa Access Road, 5.9 kilometers 130, Tabatluweni Access Road Phase 2, 6.6 kilometers 110, Kesa Access Road 5 kilometers 118, Bofini Access Road 1.7, Bofini Access Road 3 kilometers at 122, and Mambo Access Road 4 kilometers 117. Kwicala lombane sele ukufuphi phambili kwaye ngoku sijongene nee-infields kunye nee-extensions njengoko senzile eWard 3 efubani kwiveki ephelileyo. Sijonge okokuba silayite imizi engapha kwe-1,596 kulo nyaka-mali, Motsekua 500 households in Ward 3, Tulang 405 in Ward 1, Skiti 310 in Ward 10, in Ward 1, Malodong at 56 in Ward 23, Bethesda 120, Fubane 50, Chabavu 155 in Ward 2. Sinikezele contractor to install yet another 250 street lights in Ward 19, Councillor Booth. Will install 12 new high mass lights. Then in Matatiele, 1 in Cedarville, 1 in Maluti. In Ward 20, the contractor is back on site and the project will be completed soon. Program Director, we are cleaning our streets and collecting waste in Ward 1, Ward 19, Ward 20, Ward 26. We must discourage the tendency of illegal dumping our people and let us work together to purify our areas and keep Matatiele clean. We have created more than 200 experiential and workplace learning opportunities. We continue to create partnerships with various sectors so that we try to train our young people of Matatiele. Siyafuna ke ukutsho into okokubana nawa sifuna into okokubana idolophu ihlale iclean, ihlale icediwe, iyaqala ke ukukhula, ifuna sihlale sisondele. As part of implementing our vision, we have started with the training of the SMEs, and we will continue with the grain cropping households, food program, and livestock improvement program. On upcoming key events, Chapter 3. This year, the Matatiele local municipality will be hosting the Matatiele Music Festival at the Matatiele Old Rugby Field on the 16th December 2023. This is to establish Matatiele as the ideal tourism destination of the Eastern Cape province, create the economic spin-offs for the community and local business, and to boost our local economy. We will partner with all media houses to ensure that the event is well marketed and delivers on its objectives. In partnership with the government, communication, information systems, SAPS, and social development, will be officially launching for the 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children, The launch will take place in Masakala on the 24th of November 2023. Singamadoda sonke masime silwe nokubulawa kwakunye nokuhlunyezwa komama. Tomorrow we'll be walking in Maluti with men who are saying no, not in our name. Building up to the festival, we on the 29th of November host a designated group's Christmas party where we will host the elderly women, children, and persons with disabilities to fight the challenge of stock theft. The Department of Safety and Licensing in the Eastern Cape will, from 29th to 30th of November, host in Matatiele the cross-border summit, working with the government of Lesotho, traditional leaders, and various affected stakeholders. The Eastern Cape AIDS Council will host the Provincial World AIDS Day in Matatiele on the 1st of December. Ilele Sisili Chatasene, the Honorable Premier, promised that is going to form part of this program. On the 1st of December at the North End Stadium, on the 2nd of December, we will be hosting Mr. and Ms. Matatiele. We'll be hosting Mr. and Ms. Matatiele in an effort to improve the venue of the financial performance of the municipality. We'll be launching the annual Matatiele Ratepayers Golf Day on the 30th of December 2023 as part of the effective management and enhancement of the revenue. So we're mhlobo sikhuthaza ukuthi usimele mhlobo nenqumazi yegolf siyokhova igolf ngolasuku. The purpose of this initiative is to also mobilize ratepayers and stakeholders to partner with the municipality to reduce the debt by introducing strategic innovations available for ratepayers. Introduce the new general valuation role and the introduction of the incentives, discounts, and others. The Municipal Finance Management Act states that the accounting officer is responsible for the management of revenue for the municipality and must take all reasonable steps to ensure that there are systems and controls in place to account for the municipality revenue. The current debt revenue owed by the municipality, owed to the municipality is currently at 227 million, and this has a huge impact in the delivery of services. Siyazi la kwinhlanganiso esihlala nazo ne-departments sidla ngokuyithetha sizame into yokubana ezo imali ezikolo lo masipala mazibhatale, abanye bazibhatale, abanye abakabhatali. The ratepayers annual golf day will open a platform for the municipality to interact with the customers and provide instant resolutions on account queries. This will help and strengthen the relationships with the ratepayers. Lastly, our assistance to learners from previously disadvantaged backgrounds to register in the institution of higher learning is open. We also assist learners to apply to such institutions and for NSFAS funding. Andivala ixesha lolwaluko eMatatiele livuliwe ngokusesikweni ngoku siyacela ukuba baye bephila babuye bephila. Masisebenzisane ke sisebenzisane nenkosi, isebe lezempilo, abazali kunye nekhokha ukuze usinde imiphefumlo. Once more, thank you for your attendance and continue to give us support, building Matatiele together and leaving no one behind. Siyabulela kakhulu ke media yethu ngokusabalisela izinto ezithetha kakuhle eMatatiele nokulungisa ledolophu yethu. Inkosi kakhulu Prophet.
Thank you very much, Your Worship, Honorable Councillor Mena. Can we give him a round of applause? Thank you very much. Now, I will call upon from all members of the media present here in the House and those who are joining us virtually. I will allow time for questions. I will give 2 rounds. The first round, I will take 5 hands or 5 questions from different media houses from the statement that has just been delivered by His Worship, if there are any questions from the media. Colleagues, now is our time for questions. When you will first introduce yourself, your name and the media that you're coming from, and then you give us the question that you want to pose to the man. There's one hand there. Is there any other one? The second one at the back. You will indicate to me if there are any people in the social or none for now, eh? Okay. There are 2 hands, number 1 and number 2.
Thank you so much. Igama lami ngilakhi Shinta from the Alfred Zoko Radio, AHR. Le radio iqhuba 16 years namhlanje. Tadume siyabulela kakhulu ngokuba ide yabuya iMatatiele Music Festival. And ngivile ukuthetha nangezinye events put up towards iwona iMatatiele Music Festival and nezinye events ezothi zibe khona after iMatatiele Music Festival. So sisuka kwi-COVID apho izinto bezike zanzima kakhulu kwi-artists zethu and iMatatiele enye idolophu engathi i-potential ene-potential kakhulu when it comes to art naku-music. Ngoku bendikhalela ukwazi okokuba ingaba ii-artists zalapha eMatatiele zizawubhenefitha njani kule music festival, because into esidla ngokuyibona kwezi music festivals esidla ngokuzihamba is that ii-artists ezi-national ezisuka kwezinye iindawo ziye bezizo that benefit more than ii-artists ezilapho. So ufumanisa uba music festival ayinanto eyishiyayo apha ezantsi. And ke kudala okade khona nento yokuba kube khona nee-artists ezirekhodwayo zalapha eMatatiele. Loo nto ithetha okokuba kuba khona i-economic spin-offs ne-skill esithi sitransfereke kwi-artists zalapho. So itsho ke ngoku i-music festival ibe beneficial. Rhalela ukwazi uba this time i-local artists zizawubhenefitha njani. Thank you, Honorable.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Matatiele from the East Republic Coast in Coxton. Okay, the 227 million rand that is owed to the municipality, my focus is there. So who owes the municipality? Are just committee members or businesses, or there are government departments that are involved in that? And also, I just want to find out what are the legal actions that have been taken by the municipality to enforce those sectors that owe the municipality. And then the final question is that you don't think maybe the municipality is too soft towards the sectors that owe the municipality, because it's not new on my ears that there are some sectors that don't want to pay rates to the municipality. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
I see another hand there. maybe again, let me, because I said I will take 5 hands in the first round. Can I take these last 2 hands? You introduce yourself and the media platform where you're coming from. That's the lady over there and the lady at the last chair there.
Ndiyabulisa kulo nonke uzoliswa mayini kwizwi le-Africa Newspaper. Owam umbuzo, ndiza apha kwifestival, ndicela ukubuza uba yimali e-allocated to do this festival. Okwesibini, ngaba le festival izawubanjani? Is it a traditional festival okanye lolunye uhlobo lwe-festival? Ize umba wesibini, umba we-rates, ingaba ngabantu abanjani that are entitled to pay rates in Matatiele? Because uyofumanisa uba mhlawumbi khona abantu abahlala kwi-RDP houses babe bekwazi mhlawumbi uba bangabhatala i-rates zokuba ingaba bona bayabhatala na, if bayabhatala imali engakanani mhlawumbi bona efanele uba bayibhatale? Enkosi.
Thank you so much, Chair. Igama lam Wendy Nogwaba from our Friends of Community Radio. Mna ndicela ukubuza phaya kulaa ndawo yokwakhiwa kwe-offices okanye laa ndawo allocated ukwakhiwa kwe-offices zase-Home Affairs. And it's a nice thing in which siyayibulela, but ndinomdla to know into yobana in the meantime, kuzawukwenzeka ntoni ngoku kusakhiwa? Is there any temporal solutions to the challenges that is faced by the Office of Home Affairs at Matatiele? Because xa bendidlula ndiphinde ndabona noko kukhona ukugxalathelana kwabantu phayana. And I understand but not so long ago the minister was here. Are there any solutions as COIO in trying to address the issues? Because in the meantime, Usakiwa still, abantu will still need the services of our Home Affairs. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will hand over to His Worship, but we have agreed that we can share the answers in answering some of the questions, especially those that seem to be too technical, especially the questions that relate to rates. Can you therefore allow me to respond on those on behalf of His Worship? We as the municipality, the biggest people who are owing are the government departments, followed by the business and also the communities. We have a better way of engaging with government departments through our IGR, what is called intergovernmental relations processes, and that process is led by COPTA. We are not allowed as government or state entities to take each other to court. We are required to first engage through the IGR structures. So that process is indeed undertaken by COPTA to ensure that there are several meetings that are called to establish as to what is happening with various government departments that are owing ourselves as a municipality. So that process is ongoing, and we can safely say that through that process, we see a lot of progress, especially from the provincial public works. A lot of money has been paid to try and reduce the debt. Where we have disputes, the mechanisms are handled by COGTA to ensure that at least we come to a better conclusion in that regard. But where we feel that there is a need to hand over some of the debts, we have our debt collectors who are always, we look into the number of days the debt has been outstanding. We then forward those to the debt collectors to ensure that the outstanding debts are collected. So we have a company that we have appointed on behalf of the municipality to collect long outstanding debts. Who is expected to pay and not to pay? We have a policy of indigent policy. A person who believes that he is indigent and is not able to pay rates, we call all those individuals to come to the municipality and apply, and they receive applications through various ward councillors and ward committees to ensure that at least they register, so that we can be able to ensure that we afford them an opportunity not to pay, but we then apply for the money from the national fiscus in order to ensure that at least we are able to pay on their behalf. So there is a process through the indigent register that is followed to ensure that at least we cater for those who are unable to pay. So there is a process where you are assessed before we come to the conclusion and say you are indeed not eligible to pay rates. And that process is followed through the indigent policy of the institution. Over to you, also.
Thank you very much, Program Director. The only questions is for clarity. I think the background of the music festival issue and also the issue of COVID. So yes, I identify this gap in Rwanda. We've got a number of artists there in Matatiele. Then what is it that we can do for our artists to make sure that we grow them? Sakhe, makube khona upoposhe sasipoposhe labantu abazosenza le music festival. But part of the things that must be aligned in that proposal is that sifuna umuntu ozawukhona ukukhulisa i-artists zala. I-idea ke yayinto yokubana uqala wokhangela umusic kakhulu lo wekwaito neminye music ugcwele koSoweto eZola. Wamuva from eSoweto eZola wahamba neGalawa waya eDurban. From eDurban ke ngoku besifuna mawusuke mawubuze mana be-Eastern Cape kule ndawo yalapha eMatatiele. So ke sathi ke abantu abazawusenzela music festival, they must grow our young artists. As a result, kuzawuba khona festival program apho kuzawuba identify our young artists to make sure that they perform. Some of those artists that will be performing in that program, they will be performing in the music festival. So we're trying to actually accommodate our young artists in Rwanda must be part of this music festival. However, in music festival is also a tool to make sure that we are centered in terms of the economical growth, to make sure that sisebenzisa zonke izixhobo ezingathi le dolophu uba masiyibeke ebuhleni. Senza loo nto because asizukwazi ukuqhuba singayithengisi iMatatiele, funeka siyithengise so that wonke umuntu who wants to invest in Matatiele ayazi uba iMatatiele indawo enjani, ihlala abantu abanjani, i-situated kweyiphi indawo, and what is zintoni ezifumaneke eMatatiele. So part of this artist is abantu ke sibaprioritizayo to say i-music festival yethu izawusizela nale product in terms of our artists. I think that's the idea behind that, and the money that we are allocated, that is allocated for a music festival, is 3.5 million. I think now we say lemali because what we have said, sithe umuntu ozawusenzela music festival must go miles to make sure that they look for sponsors, those who wants to sponsor, because when we're bringing everyone in Matatiele, at least kufuneka kube nesandi nokwesivakalayo because it's a good initiative that will make sure that yenza iMatatiele ibe sustainability in terms of the economical spin-offs. So I think that will be that. In terms of the issue of Home Affairs offices, sizawuvumelana sonke ngokubana ibe problem kakhulu into yoko-Home Affairs kuba besimo urhulumente siyarenta kwesa space esa. Xa urenta kwesa space uzofumanisa uba kuba nemiqathango ethile ye-lease agreement enivumelana ngazo kuthiwa hayi xa abantu beza kwa-Home Affairs sicela bangangeni egeyithini baye baninzi bayolayina bayofika phaa mabalayine apha ngaphandle. Ibibeka iproblem ke ngokubonakala ngathi abantu baninzi kakhulu kuba bengakwazi ukungena bayofikelela phaa. So ezinye zezinto esizenzile ke kuba masibanikeze kwa-Home Affairs ispace esisibanikeze sona. Into esiyitshilo ke kubo ke ukuthi ke sicela into yokubana mabaphuthume bakhawulezise kuba abantu baseMatatiele banethwa zimvula beme ngaphandle. So ke yenye ke into esiqondayo uba yi-mechanism esiyenzile but ke ngoku izawufuna kuqala kube khona ii-offices kuqala khona ukuze sikwazi ukuzi-addressa some of the problems ezikhona zokungabikho kwe-enough staff because asinaso ispace sokuthi singabagcinani nabo basebenzi esingathi siyabafuna, and also to extend ii-services zokuba makwenziwe ii-smart cards kwalapha eMatatiele because some of ii-services azenzeki because we don't have offices. So one of the objective and by its paramount is to have offices that are fully fledged in terms of Ukurana where offices are Home Affairs. So I think that's that. I think some of the questions women has covered them.
Thank you, Worship. We have responded to the first round of questions. I don't know whether are there any people for the second round? There's one hand in front of me. Two. We are so that's number 3. According to the platform. Okay. Those are the 3 last hands before we can call it a day.
Umbuzo wami ethetha nge-festival, festival izaba nge-16 December kwi-Old Wadi Fields. But apha ngaphandle sikazibona izinto ezitshoyo. Ngelo xesha kuthendi into yoba ngeza 16 December kuzabe kukho intlanganiso phaya. Ngesanjani le nto ethethekayo Meya kuba ngokubonakala kwayo izaba nochubo because into edibanisa imitha yamazwe amabini. Okwesibini uthethe ngendlela enokuthi R0812 elungiswayo esuka eMatatiele to Maluti igqithile eGqatshasimeka. Bendiqhuba wenza indlela kwa-access roads ngena A16. Aba bantu babaleka ukuvaleka kokuxinana kwabantu phaa kule ndlela yeMaluti basebenzise le ndlela beniyenza neselonakele ngoku. Inoba ningancedisa njani uba kuvuselele le isenziwa ngoku ibinikezelwa ngoJulayi kuba sinendawo engabhekiyo ngenxa yokuba bezifana ndawo. Xa ndiya eqongobeleni ekuseni namhlanje bendisendleleni nabaqhubi. Imphatha njani into yokuba ufumanise uba iimoto kude kubanje iimoto eziyi-13 mhlawumbe ezingenazi-permits kodwa zihamba phaa kuyo yonke imihla. Ningancedisa njani kulaa sebe kuba nani ningumasipala niyachaphazeleka? siye sabona singunondaba kwenye ilali kuthenjiswa iiforms ze-RDP ngabasemagunyeni ezisuka kunini ngomasipala and bayatsho kuba nibanike iyi-1 so babona uba mabazithengisele bona noxa nje bengasebenzi ngomasipala nizayinqanda njani nato uxhatshazwa kwabantu kulaa ndawo mandibulele.
Oh, enkosi, amen. That man, I look on my door, njengoba usitsho into yoba ubusanda usixelela ngomanager omtsha wakwa-infrastructure obefikile just few months ago, ngoku seyahamba. Ingaba yintoni mhlawumbi leyo imenza ahambe? Siyeva ke futhi into yoba inguye yedwa, siyeva uba no-CFO uyahamba naye kwakufutshane nje. Yintoni libalekisa umanager apha eMatatiele? Bengahlala futhi ningenabo umanager kwizithuba eziliqela for quite a long time. Is it true that babalekiswa yi-interference ye-politicians ekuraneni umasipala? Because nantso into ethethekayo. Siphinde siye le festival. I-festival is a very big thing that umeya nawe uyayazi loo nto, you've been involved, ungekabi nguye nomeya. Iba lixhala ke xa ngaba i-festival umntu ezo-appointwa 4 weeks before the date of the event. Ube leyo into yoba ingaba uzokwenza le nto iyiyo na. Yintoni ebangela into yoba nihlala unyaka wonke nizathi xa uphela unyaka ne-appoint umntu we-festival? How are you going to make sure into yokobana i-festival le inge-16 akuzuba into yomxhilo nje kuphela, kodwa izoba into ekwazi into yokokubana iyikhulise ngapha omnye umntu obebuza in terms of i-development ye-artist, in terms of i-spin-off. Kwakhona kuleyo into kukakhona izityholo zento yokokubana ikhona i-political interference kwakwi-appointment le yomntu wefestival. Ndiyarhalela umeya akayisuse le nto, akayicacise uba ithini into yokokubana kuthiwa bona. Kuthiwa meya ndide nilwe nizi-councillors, nilwe into yoba hayi le mayifunyanwe nguNomagumba, le mayifunyanwe ngulantuka ngulo ngubani ba. So khawuyicacise meya uyisuse kulo. Ndinqena ukubuza kakhulu, ixesha liphelile ndithwala.
So to I'm informed that the last question, the last gentleman there is covered with the questions that we've received from Mr. Mtronya and Mr. Mapo. I think now is the time for you to come and respond.
Then you cover this under my name former because let you have a home affairs. In really at our stage, so can you feel speaking by inform Konya Paga?
Over to you, Sir.
Informa hayi khona iyevakala. So siyayikhwabelezana. Enkosi kakhulu ngemibuzo. I think lo mcimbi we-16 December noku-advertise-wa kwe-program le engoDisemba. Masivume kuqala okokuba i-music festival ayonto entsha eMatatiele, it's got its own brand. Abantu baseMatatiele and eziphaluka in-Eastern Cape yonke in South Africa as a whole, they've been waiting for into music festival. So ayizuba into entsha ke ngoku, bekufuneka nje i-date kuphela. Ngiyethemba le nto okokubana the communications office and the nathi apha eofisini and the LED kukhona i-program abancedisana ngayo, because bendifile apha ezisukwini bona behleli just to outline some of the issues that are there. So yona i-music festival is a brand on its own, and I can assure you okokubana ngala mini kuzawugcwele kakhulu. But I think ndike ndayirepota kuPremier this issue yesterday, these two people who are trying to claim Matatiele, and it's something that is beyond our control. Ezawufuna into yokubana yokudemarcate amazwe involve the-president. Asukuthi ke abantu baseSuthu mabanga-exercise amalungelo wabo xa berhalela eMatatiele bangayesisuthu. I think it's going to give them a challenge with regards to that. Asukuthi futhi bababe. But abantu baseMatatiele bayayi-understand the process uba kufuneka kwenzeke ntoni. Ngala mini sizabe siqhuba umcimbi we-music festival, sizabe singenayo enye into. Kudala ke bayiqala into yokuba befuna iMatatiele abayisuthu. But Matatiele belongs to South Africa, even on the demarcates, that demarcates this country. The issue of what 6 years later, masibulele into yokubana singumasipala sakhawuleza saba noxanduva lokuba masilungisela ndlela yase-what 6 eyi-access road. But ke siyava ke into yokubana ngenxa yomthamo wemoto bezihamba phaya, ngenxa yokuba indlela le ibikade ingekho right, ithanda ukuba nayo ibe sesimeni sokuguga. Izawufuna ke sibe ne-plan yokuyimaintaina if seyinjalo. Sizawuthumela amagosa bayoyikhangela sibone uba sizawwenza kanjani kuyo, but what is paramount is the maintenance process efana mayiqhubeleke phaa kuba ibhizi. I think ukuba siye ngaphandle singumasipala siyokwenza le nto ye-awareness yento yokuba abantu sifuna bafike besaphila, babe bazaba safe nezinye ii-problems ezingabe ziyi-affecta abaqhubi nabantu abaphula umthetho ezindleleni. Siyo kanye loo nto besifuna ukuyifumana. Sizibona thina zincinane kakhulu ngoba besijonge into yokubana zizawuba nintsi, kuba sifuna into yokuba kuvele wonke umntu ophula umthetho endleleni. So ezikhona phaa imoto, sine-traffic department phaa esinayo singumasipala esifuna into yokubana wonke umntu ufuneka abe ne-permit. Bayabazi abanikazi beeteksi into yokubana bazawwenza kanjani ukuthi baba nee-permits. So sifuna wonke umntu ukuthi azi ukubana makungabikho umntu ozawuhambisa imoto ingenazo ii-permits. Xa ngaba abantu behambisa imoto zingenazo ii-permits, sizawuzibamba singumasipala because kukhona izinto esizi-avoidayo ezingumthetho ezifuna into yokubana mababe nee-permits. Abantu ke bawuhlala ke bekamaflatsha baphume bangene, but ke nxa basikhona sikwazi ukuba sizi-identify, sizawuzibamba xa zikhona endleleni. Leyo yokuthengiswa kwee-forms ke yona into engavumelekanga konke. Iinkonzo zikarhulumente azithengiswa. Uba ngabakhona into enjalo sizayilandelela mntakamhlonyana, because sivumelene ngento yoceba bazawuthi ke bathi bazalala nee-ward committees bebhalisa abantu kwiindawo zabo abangenazo izindlu. Uba kanti kukhona abanye bona abathengisa ii-forms zokubhalisa izindlu, noko ayikho semthethweni, sizawukwazi ke basiyilandelela. Umama usapho ungusisi osomncinane kakhulu, uye wafaka into ye-resignation kuba wayeza nakumntu usodolophu watsho into yokubana unomyeni osekwelaa cala ngasemakeni. So ubone iposition kwelaa cala, urhalela into yokubana ngasondela kwifemeli yakhe, umyeni wakhe nabantwana, kuba abantwana behlala nomyeni kuphela. So ke sabona ke kungekho ke problem with regards to that. Befuna ke ukusondelela ngasekhaya. Otherwise yena ebesehappy nomasipala waseMatatiele bangasebenza kule ndawo. Kangangoba kwezinye izintlanganiso besinazo ngokusebenza kula masipala onguxa wethu, beke wafika apha eMatatiele ukubonakalisa into yokubana uhambe nje kakuhle. EkaCFO yona asikakayiva formal akakade khona sekayithetha seyifuka ukuthi uyafuna ukuhamba okanye akafuni. So sisalindile ke uba ngaba khona loo nto esiyiva namhlanje uba mhlawumbe uyahamba, but ke uthi singumasipala ebengekasinikezi impepha ezitshoyo. I-interference ke siye si-understande ukuba ikhona kwi-managers xa ngaba khona umanager othe ke wayiripota ukuba kukhona i-interference, so that sikwazi ukuyilandelela into yokuba yenzeke njani, bekutheni, sitsho sithathe amanyathelo afanelekileyo siqhube ne-interference leyo uku-avoid uba mayingabikho. I think kuba khona ixesha, I'm sure kunyaka ozayo xa sizawubiza ifestival iyafuna nyhani sike siyikhangele uba asinawubanikeza abantu abazakwenza umsebenzi mhlawumbe sinikeze i-allowance engangonyaka, and ndicinga uba yi-advice erayithi. Kodwa kuba sikholelwa into yokokubana i-music festival seyiyi-brand ngokwayo, seyaziwe. Xa kuthe nje kwathiwa i-music festival siyazi uba abantu ke bazawugcwala kule ndawo ezaba no-music festival apha eMatatiele. Kodwa ke iyafuneka sike siyikhangele mhlawumbi kule nkalo kanganomabhongo uthetha ngayo uba asike-appointi na mhlawumbe before ixesha, so that mhlawumbe bangaba more than what we expect abantu abangakhona. Kulo mcimbi wokulwa kwee-councillors uzawufumanisa into yokokubana ndingangabi nalo ulwazi, because i-understanding yam into yokubana umcimbi we-procurement committees ngumcimbi we-officials. Amakhansela wona akanaso nesincane isabelo okanye i-influence abangathi bayenze phaa, because abahlali phaa basihlala ke i-officials based on the Municipal Finance Management Acts ezikhona phaa zaba-supply chain. So itsho ke ngokuqhutywa ke ngoku ii-processes sibe sawufumana ke music festival. Thina esendleni wethu uba kunikezwe umntu ozawukhulisa i-artist yaseMatatiele enze into yokokubana abantu baseMatatiele bafumane ezi zinto abazifunayo, nantso thina besendleni wethu yokuba yafunyanwa ubani, yangafunyanwa ubani, ayikho semdleni wethu. Semdleni uba bayifunyane ngumntu ozawuqhuba neenkonzo nezinto ezifunwa ngabantu baseMatatiele. Enkosi kakhulu, Program Director.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. And I think those were the last round of questions. And that brings us to the end of the session. And I would like to take this opportunity and thank all media colleagues who have come and graced this session, and the leadership of the municipality also, who has accompanied His Worship when he has come to share the statement and the progress in terms of service delivery in Matatiele. We are again saying we want to be friends with all media as the Matatiele municipality, and we want to build better relations, and we are not in any way would want to ensure that we guard the media to do what is expected of them. But quite critically is that we are also of keen interest to see Matatiele portrayed as a very good institution outside there. At least the principle of giving us a time to respond before you issue a statement. It is quite important so that we can also get our side of the story. That will ensure that we are better people together. So on that note, thank you very much. The session is adjourned. Thank you very much.